Hi everyone and welcome to week 6 of college football. Let's go ahead and dive on into rankings right now and see what the projected rankings are for the end of the weekend. Now, here we are on the Rankings Right Now homepage. Go to www.rankingsrightnow.com, create yourself a login, subscribe to our weekly analysis newsletter where we do deep dives, but this is the current projected rankings. As you can see, there is some movement up top. What's causing that movement? Well, it is Georgia and Alabama. This is a very interesting matchup. Right now, according to betting odds, Georgia is projected to win this game 26-24. Now, with that win, Georgia is projected to leap Texas in the rankings and send Alabama down 4 spots to the number 8 ranked team. That is going to give a little bit of room up front for Tennessee, Ole Miss, Miami, and Oregon to move up in the rankings because they all play games that they're projected to win as well. So that is the current setup for what we're seeing right now. However, what's really interesting is if we go ahead and look at our analysis simulation, which looks at 10,000 simulations that we run of week 6, and we look at the percentages of each time Alabama is ranked one of these times, Alabama has a 65% chance of winning this game according to ESPN FPI. So, of all the simulations that we ran, when Alabama wins that game, they are the number 1 seed 77% of the time, the number 2 seed 22% of the time. When they lose, they're projected to be the 6th seed at a 1% rate, the 7th seed at 8%. So the most likely scenario actually is for them to be the 9 seed, but 8, 9, and 10 are all kind of relatively the same amounts. If we go ahead and look at Georgia real quick, we see if they win, there's a 98% chance that they're going to be the number 1 seed with number 1 ranked team with a win this year. So now, one of the things that is also interesting is we have Penn State playing a nice team of number 19 Illinois. Now, Penn State is projected to win 34-14, but with all of the teams ahead of them projected of winning, and Alabama only projected to fall down so many slots, there doesn't look like there's a lot of movement, even though they're going to have a ranked win on their schedule, which is actually really sad if you want to think of it. It's a really nice resume booster, but there's not going to be really anything in the short term that's going to show up for it. Maybe Alabama drops to the 9 seed with a loss, and Penn State can sneak up a little bit in the rankings, but as of right now, they're only the only real rankings that are going to happen in terms of big changes are kind of up front right here. We see a couple of changes down here. Notre Dame and Louisville are playing each other. Right now, Notre Dame is a favorite. Louisville is projected to fall out of the top 25 with a loss. Illinois, Oklahoma State, and BYU are also all projected to lose. They're all projected to fall out of the top 25. There are 2 teams that I want to really point to right now. One is Rutgers. Rutgers is projected to win this weekend, and with that, they are 4-0. They don't have a ranked opponent on their schedule until late October. They could be 5-0, 6-0, maybe even 7-0 by the time that comes around. They look like they're in a prime spot to actually move into the top 25. Army is also 4-0 and looks really good. They've played a couple of good opponents, and they've actually really not had a close game yet. So with the win over Temple, they're looking to also sneak into that top 25. What's interesting is Rutgers and Army, I don't believe, have any AP poll votes in the last 2 weeks. So that will be interesting if, according to how our algorithms work, which is they look at historical AP poll voting, that is who historically the AP poll would be bringing in at this point in time. Rutgers and Army are the 2 big ones. And Navy also hasn't lost a game. So you might have 2 armed forces in the top 25, which would be really interesting. Some other key things that might be of interest: Oklahoma moving up a little bit, Kansas State and Texas A&M moving up quite a bit of room. Those are all really interesting things just because there's a couple of good matchups that are going on this week. But other than that, this is what we're looking for the main focus. Should be a really great Saturday. All eyes are going to be on Georgia and Alabama, and that's going to have the biggest implications for top 10 rankings. But we will be all in real time. Go to our website, www.rankingsrightnow.com, and you can go ahead and see in real time how each score will update the rankings as the games go on. Let's have some fun. Have a great weekend, everybody.